everyone, I am Ricky and welcome to today's edition of the Mouse Bites. The Mouse Bites are your latest Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, and Universal Orlando news. Now first things first, I want to wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you all have had a fantastic day and celebrated and maybe wore some green or something like that. But we have big news that we have to get to today, and that is we officially know the date that Disneyland is reopening. So what's the date? Well, it is April 30th. So they just squeaked in to get that April date that they had announced that they were opening in. So good news for that. Now let's dive in to find out all the information that you're going to want to know about the reopening of Disneyland. So due to significantly limited theme park capacity, which is of course going to be in place due to governmental concerns and requirements, and to promote physical distancing, the Disneyland Resort is going to use a theme park reservation system. Now, I talked about this earlier, that Disneyland was going to have that theme park reservation system. They have not officially shared any details on how it's going to work, but we'll make sure to share those with you when we learn them. But to enter a park, both a park reservation and valid admission for the same park on the same day are required for all guests ages 3 and up. Now, theme park reservations are, of course, limited and subject to availability. The other downside, unfortunately, they're only available for California residents. So those of us like me who don't live in California and are itching to get back, unfortunately, we're just going to have to wait a little bit longer. So that's kind of a bummer. But a top priority will be keeping the health and well-being of guests and cast members in mind. There, of course, will be enhanced health and safety measures in place and operational changes at the theme parks and the hotels, all based off guidance from health authorities. And yes, face coverings are indeed required for ages 2 and up. When the parks reopen, of course, classic attractions are going to open with it. However, there are going to be some new additions. The first is going to be Snow White's Enchanted Wish, which is a update from Snow White's Scary Adventure. Of course, speaking of new magic, the Haunted Mansion is also going to reopen with updates. I believe it's going to reopen. They kind of were a little wavy on that, but it looks like that's going to be when it opens. In addition, of course, classic attractions are going to reopen, as well as Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, which, for those who don't remember, the attraction actually opened like only a couple months before the park closed officially for the COVID closure. So not a lot of people got to experience Rise of the Resistance in Disneyland. So that's going to be an exciting thing that guests can experience as well. Now, what about Avengers Campus? Well, unfortunately, the land that was supposed to open last year in July is not going to be reopening or opening with the April 30th date. That's going to be pushed back to another date, so stay tuned for that. So what's going to be different? Well, as I mentioned before, character meet and greets, there's still going to be character interactions, but they may happen by surprise, and you may find them in unexpected ways, so you'll have to keep in mind social and physical distancing, but you may see Mickey and Minnie waving from the train station, or princesses like Mulan appearing at the Royal Theater. At California Adventure, you might find Pixar pals waving from Paradise Pier, and of course Lightning McQueen and Mater in Cars Land. Now, like I mentioned earlier, no Fast Pass, no Max Pass, no parades, no Magic Mornings, no extra magic hours, and no nighttime experiences. Now, for those looking for dining, that's still going to be available. Mobile order is going to be your best friend, so make sure you have that Disneyland app downloaded. Also, keep in mind that dining reservations are recommended for table service dining locations. Now, that mobile app, like I said, it's going to be your best friend. It's going to have mobile check-in for table service dining. It's going to have cashless transaction opportunities, and it's going to allow you to check park hours, make dining reservations, and see other important updates. What about the Disneyland Resort hotels? Well, those are going to be reopening. However, they are going to open in phases. So first phase is Disney's Grand California Hotel and Spa, which is going to reopen on April 29th, of course, with limited capacity. Now, guests who have valid theme park admission who are planning to stay at a Disneyland Resort hotel will need to also make sure they've booked their theme park reservations in advance. A hotel stay does not guarantee a park reservation. Guests can book hotel stays for the Grand Californian or a nearby Disneyland Resort Good Neighbor Hotel soon. Now, Paradise Pier and Disneyland Hotel will reopen at a later date. Now, what about those who booked that Touch of Disney limited time ticketed experience? Well, good news, you're still going to be able to get to go to that. A Touch of Disney is happening at Disney California Adventure from March 18th through April 19th. Now, do keep in mind, this event has sold out. You're not going to be able to get in, so just know that. Now, of course, these plans are subject to change, but this is good news, right? Who's ready to visit Disneyland? I am, but I can't. So I hope if you can, you go and you enjoy. That's going to do it for all the news that I have for you today. Make sure you follow along with the Mouse for Less on all of our social sites. So you have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest. Also, make sure that you subscribe to our newsletter, which actually goes out tomorrow. So you're going to want to make sure you subscribe to that. Right now, it's going to give you tips, tricks, discounts, you name it, lots of things, news. Go sign up at themouseforless.com/newsletter, or you can click on the newsletter link at the top of our mouseforless.com website. If you want to book a trip to Disneyland, okay, maybe, you're a California local and you want to do it, you can visit our friends at the Magic for Less Travel. They would be more than happy to assist you and get you a free, no obligation quote. Visit them right now at themagicforless.com. That's going to do it for me. We will see you all on the next time on the Mouse Bites. Have a great day, everyone.